Welcome back to Crypto Atlas, your daily source for crypto whale alerts, crypto market news, and DeFi gems. And I hope you guys are doing well today because the whales, yeah, they were wild last night. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So right out of the gate, we had a monster move. This is 1,929 Bitcoin. That's about $175.9 million, leaving Coinbase and heading straight into an unknown new wallet. And anytime Bitcoin leaves an exchange like that, especially in a massive lump sum, my radar goes off. That usually signals accumulation, long-term storage, or someone setting up for a big swing. And the receiving wallet, well, this is brand new, freshly hatched. That always adds that little extra mystery, like why now and why here? Someone clearly wants this stash untouched for a while. But we weren't even done processing that one before the next alert smacked us. Just 5 minutes later. This is out of nowhere. 4,137 Bitcoin. Yes, double the previous amount, worth $377.4 million, shifting from one unknown wallet to another unknown wallet. No exchange involvement at all this time. That's whale to whale action, and it almost always means repositioning. Think of it like whales playing chess, sliding huge stacks around the board while pretending it's no big deal. Then, oh my gosh, get ready, because this next one wasn't just a splash, it was a tsunami at 10:01 p.m. Whale Alert drops what might be one of the biggest transactions we've seen all month. 43,033 Bitcoin. That's valued at $3.93 billion, sent from one unknown wallet to another. When numbers hit the billions, you know something strategic is happening. That's not just one whale, that's an ancient sea monster waking up and stretching its fins. And the receiving wallet is super clean with almost no history. You don't move $4 billion unless you have a very specific plan. But guess what? It didn't stop there. Early this morning, we got another cluster, 1,262 Bitcoin, about $116.2 million, broken into multiple outputs, some tiny drips, some interesting destinations like ChangeNow and Cash App, and then a decent chunk, almost zero point 0.4 Bitcoin, going to another fresh wallet. You only see this kind of fragmentation when someone's doing structured repositioning. It's like breaking a giant gold bar into smaller pieces for easier distribution. And just when we thought maybe they'd go to sleep, nope. At 8:38 a.m., another biggie. This is 2,000 Bitcoin worth $183.2 million, swept into yet another unknown wallet. In the center, another unknown with a history of large moves. Even more interesting, that address is linked to outgoing flows totaling 5,802 Bitcoin, which means someone's been repositioning over $500 million in under 24 hours. And these movements together paint one very clear picture. Whales are preparing for something, whether it's ETF inflows, macro shifts, new liquidity cycles, or just accumulation before a big leg up. This is not normal retail behavior. This is coordinated capital, big, deliberate, and extremely confident. And every time we see coins leaving exchanges and landing in cold storage, it historically precedes upward pressure. I'm just saying. So before we dive into the news, I just want to let you guys know real quick, there is a referral link of mine down in the description below. This is for an exchange called BTCC. They've been around for 13 years, over 300 crypto futures, and up to 500x leverage. There's sign-up bonuses. If you want to look into it more, or if you want to get started, you can find that link down in the description below. And if you want to stay updated on the latest, you can also join my Telegram group. Okay, so let's go ahead and slide into the news because the macro environment is just as wild. Barchert kicked things off by reporting that the Federal Reserve is expected to begin buying back a record $45 billion of debt every month starting in January. And look, when the Fed starts scooping up debt at that scale, that's basically soft quantitative easing, liquidity injection. And you know what that usually means for risk assets? The money printer does not have to be loud to be powerful. And then we have Weimar X, who came in swinging, saying the Fed essentially confirmed the start of quantitative easing beginning January 1st. He called it giga bullish, and honestly, if this holds true, Bitcoin and crypto historically love liquidity cycles. And we also have Whale Insider, who dropped a bomb too. Ripple's $500 million share sale reportedly let select investors, including Citadel, sell shares back at a preset higher price. That's interesting, and it values Ripple at $40 billion, which is kind of insane considering everything happening around XRP right now. And speaking of institutional movement, we have Eleanor Terrett reported that the SEC has officially ended its 2-year investigation into Ondo, clearing the way for U.S. expansion. Tokenized assets are going to be a $1 trillion sector, so this is one to watch closely. We also have Bull Theory. They pointed out something fascinating about Bitcoin price behavior at 10 a.m. U.S. market open. Apparently, Bitcoin keeps dumping right when stocks open, and he claims Jane Street is likely the entity that's behind it, executing high-frequency dump and reaccumulate cycles to stack Bitcoin at lower prices. And honestly, the charts kind of support the theory. It's been too consistent to ignore. And finally, we also have some big wins for XRP holders. Brad Garlinghouse celebrated XRP becoming the fastest U.S. spot ETF to hit $1 billion in AUM. And then we also have John Squire, who announced that XRP made history with the first U.S. regulated listing. Whether you're an XRP fan or not, that's a milestone for the entire crypto industry. So, yeah, whales are moving billions. Liquidity's coming back, institutions are jumping in, and price manipulation theories are heating up. It's a wild time to be in crypto, and that's what I got for you guys in this video. It's nice to see Bitcoin above $90,000 again, almost at $91,000. And just taking a quick look here, actually, we'll take another minute or so to look at the price chart. So we did hit that high back on October 6th. That was pushing right around $126,000. And then we just kind of took stepping stones on our way down, right? We went all the way down. We hit that low point on November 21st. Here we are, December 8th, already making that climb back up. And as you guys can see, we are above the middle zone on the Fibonacci retracement. So we are much closer towards reaching this upper channel, this form of resistance, which we are looking at around $96,500. If it can manage to break that, we can work towards that previous all-time high and then price discovery zone. But yes, we have not actually seen a test of this since essentially that first drop that took place back on November 14th. So it bounced off of that 2 days, came down, hasn't really retested it again. So I suspect that there's a chance that when we get up there, we're going to see it get rejected. But I don't have a crystal ball. I can't guarantee that. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree with me on that or not. Share your thoughts with us down in the comments below. That's what I got for you guys. You can check me out also over on Blue Sky at Crypto Atlas. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters and my YouTube members. God bless you guys, and we'll see you in the next episode.